Now from SRV Studios, Mr. Craig Thatcher.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Schuylkill River Valley for Sidetrack Sunday number 1 for January 2026. Hope everybody had a great holiday season, a very Merry Christmas, or whatever winter solstice holiday you celebrate. And, of course, a happy and safe New Year's. Mine was perfect. I got to spend Christmas with my little girl and most of her kids. The youngest was home. His girlfriend was sick, so I didn't get to see them. But I'll catch up to them pretty soon. Kind of a shame. I did miss seeing him, and his girlfriend's great. I love her. I think Jerry made a real good choice with her. But anyhow, it was wonderful. New Year's Eve was great. It was quiet. Spent it at home, and that's exactly like how I like New Year's Eve. So I hope everybody had a great one. Let's see who all is here. Let's see. First in was Greg from Midsummer Railway. Unfortunately, he had to go to a funeral, so he won't be with us. Sorry to hear that, Greg. Next up was my good friend James from Dundas Junction Model Railroad. After that, we had John number 7 from Mystic Railroad. Good to see you, John. Let's see, then Wigwag Workshop Stephen was in. I'm not sure if he's still here. He's got to get up early tomorrow, so he might be counting Z's already. Let's see. Then we had Rick's Trains. Good to see you, Rick. Lynn McCurdy from the HD MMRC. Good to see you, Lynn. And Dwight Curley, if he can manage to keep his eyes open, he's probably still here. And let's see, then we got Grandpa Rails, JD. Good to see you, JD. Dave from the California Foothills Railroad. Good to see you, Dave. Chuck Schreiber. Good to see you, Chuck. Glad you can make it. Ray Boble. Good to see you, Ray. Always good to see you. Hot Dog Pilot Andy. Glad you could make it, Andy. I really appreciate it. I know it's late for you. John Train BFGR. Good to see you, John. Bob from PK&W Model Works. Good to see you, Bob. Glad you could make it. Let's see, who else? Liz from Windsor Valley Railroad. Good to see you, Liz. Rusty from Possum Bayou. Glad you could make it, Rusty. Joe from Black Rock Central. Always good to see you, Joe. Kyle Stevens. Glad you could make it. It's Al Marr. Good to see you, Al. Cub Burr. Good to see you, man. Glad you could make it. David from DB Tech. Glad to see you, man. And there's Sparky. Good to see you, Sparky. Glad you stopped in for the great music, man. Glad I could entertain you. There's Dan from Dan's Model Railroading Journey. Good to see you, Dan. Let's see, who else do we have here? Let's see. Oh, and Cousin Vinny. Good to see you, Vin. It's been a while, man. Glad you could make it. Hope you're doing well. Love what you're doing with the new layout. Can't wait to see you have some trains running around. Let's see here. Who else do we have? It just jumped on me. K&R Custom Models. Good to see you. Glad you could make it. Ron Moen. Glad to see you, Ron. Ken Amos. Good to see you, Ken. Life with Roscoe. Glad you could make it, Martin. Man, this thing keeps jumping on me. I'm probably missing people. I hope not. Trackside Mike. Good to see you, Mike. Glad you can make it. There's Nathan. Hey, Nathan, how are you? Let's see. I know I saw Robert Darby's name on there someplace. Can't find him now, but glad to see you, Robert. Steve, 87th PSAP. Glad you can make it, Steve. Hope you're well. And there's Rick the Tree. Good to see you, Rick. I think I got everybody. The list did jump on me a few times, so if I missed you, I do apologize. And glad to see everybody here. Oh, there's Mike from Deep Run Railroad. Glad to see you, Mike. Okay, and I think, yeah, there's Robert Darby. Good to see you, Robert. All right, I think that's everybody. Like I said, if I missed you, I do apologize. Oh, there's Adam from Cruise Rail. Good to see you, Adam. I knew I saw your name pop up there. So it's 2026. We get to start a new year. I couldn't tell you where the last one went, but I hope it's a great year for all of us. So as I was getting ready for tonight's show this afternoon, I got a request on the STS chat. It was in the form of a suggestion, but I actually think Bob was making a request and just masquerading as a suggestion. Anyhow, he suggested that for the benefit of anybody who missed the intro to this series, or just doesn't remember, I would go back and go over a little bit about this diorama and what it represents, and what I'm doing with it. Let's see. Nathan just bought a ticket for 2102, which is the Reading T1. I have not seen one, Nathan. That would be cool. And he says they're on sale now. I'm imagining that's at the Reading and Northern. That's cool, Nathan. I might look into that. I hope this year goes slower than last year. Yeah, I wouldn't count on that, JD. They just keep going faster and faster, man. Hey, there's Randall. Good to see you, Randall. Tom Grassy, good to see you, man. Glad you could make it. Hope Barbara's doing better. There's Chris from Go Via or Go Home. Good to see you, Chris. Glad you could make it in. Yeah, they say time goes faster as we get older. Well, what it actually is its perception. If you're when you're 10 and you have to wait for your next birthday, it seems like forever because it's 10% of your life. When you're 50 and you're waiting for another year, it's only 2% of your life. So for each year, the percentage goes down, which makes it seem to go a lot faster. I keep trying to remind myself that. I mean, it's true, but it doesn't really help me all that much. They still go faster. So anyhow, in STS chat, Bob suggested that I go back over the impetus for this diorama, why I'm doing it, and what it represents. Anthony from Georgia Sunbelt. Good to see you, Anthony. Glad you could make it in. That's right, Nathan. You can't worry about the bad things. Just remember the good things. And thankfully, there have been plenty of good times in my life to remember. So certainly more good times than bad. I'm sure not. Lynn wants to know if that was the toilet roll theory. Closer to the ending, faster it goes. Could be. And Bob said he thought it had to do with our processing of sensory data, but he forgets. Well, I think that answers your question right there, Bob. Hey, Digger, good to see you, man. Glad you could make it in. It's kind of late for you too. You and Andy from over the pond there. That's pretty cool. 150-year days must fly by. Yeah, Joe, they do. Hey, there's GRE 2057. Good to see you, man. He's working on a project, which is really cool. And Happy New Year to you too, sir. So this is an O-scale diorama I'm doing, and I'm doing it as a display piece for my GG1. This GG1. Whoops, get it right there. This is really a beautiful locomotive. It weighs a ton. It's all brass. It's about 60 years old now, and it was my father's favorite loco and his favorite model train. I mentioned many times before the massive Christmas layout my father would set up every year in taking up most of our living room and the attached sun porch. And it was 3 decks, and I won't get into all of that now. I've told that story many times. But the GG1 that lived on. Yes, Bob, you could use it for weightlifting. I haven't weighed. I weighed it once a long time ago. I don't remember what it weighs, but it's heavy. This thing has got to be 10 pounds or more. Thanks, Vin. It's in perfect shape. Like I said, it's all brass. It does run. It hasn't run in a very, very long time. There's Anthony Dodge. Good to see Anthony. Glad you could make it in, man. So this was, like I said, this was always my father's favorite loco, and it ran on the Mr. Ray Bertelsen. Glad to see you, Ray. And it ran on the middle layout. Yes, Nathan, I saw that you sent the text. I appreciate it. I will check it after the show. Kyle Stevens has 4,800 old rivets in Conrail Bicentennial. That's cool, Kyle. The only thing that I don't really care for with this loco, let's see if you can see it here. Yeah, the road number is 2360. And Pennsylvania Railroad didn't have any GG1s numbered 2360. This was Lionel, and back in the day, Lionel didn't really care about road numbers and such like that. So I would love to have it in a prototypical road number, but this is too nice of a loco. I wouldn't even consider changing it. So anyhow, it ran on the middle level of my dad's layout, which was perfect because it was eye level for most adults anyhow. Oh, Anthony took Artie to a professional hockey game. Cool. Yeah, right. GG1 started at 4,800. You're correct. And this is 2360. And this was the only loco that ran on the second level, the middle level. And Dad had a full rake of streamlined cars. Nathan, it still runs. Actually, several years ago, I took it up to my buddy Craig Thatcher's house. He has an O-scale layout. And I wanted to take it up there and run it because I hadn't seen it run in over 50 years. So I took it up there. I put it. We put it on a track, powered it up. Lights came on, and it tried like hell to run, but it just wouldn't go. So after playing with it for a little while, putting a little weight down on it, it did run. And it ran nice and smooth for as long as you were putting some weight on it. After we took it off the track, we figured out what the problem was. Now, my father, he didn't have the 3-rail O-scale track. He ran what was called, at least at the time, it was called Super O. And the only difference at all. Yes, very heavy loco, Randolph, very heavy. The only difference between the 3-rail O-scale track and Super O was the center rail wasn't an actual rail. It was a thin strip of blackened, probably brass, maybe copper, probably brass. And it looks so much better than three rail. No offense to the O-scale guys, but the third rail just really bothers me. It always bothered my father. But with this being a much thinner rail and blackened, you really didn't even see it. I mean, if you looked at the rail, of course, you would see it there. But when you were watching the trains go, all you saw was the trains and track. The problem was, and Craig and I discovered, let's see here, it picks up power right here on this roller and this roller here. And for all the years of running it around on that thin blackened brass, it dug a groove in the rollers. So the rollers weren't making really good contact with the power rail. Now that's why pushing down and giving it some weight, especially on the front and back, managed to get enough contact to make it run. So as I just showed you, I have replaced the rollers and took it apart and lubed it up and gave it a little bit of love. It's just a matter now of getting it back up to Craig's to run it on his layout again. It's been a little bit difficult. Craig travels a lot, so we just haven't had this free time at the same time for me to go up there and run it. But one of these days, I will definitely get it up there and get it running, and I will certainly get some footage of it. It's really a shame I don't have the passenger cars. I have no idea what happened to them. Unfortunately, towards the end, my dad was suffering from Alzheimer's, and I have no idea what he did with the cars. It's a shame. It was a beautiful set. My mother and I bought the Loco and the cars for my father for, I don't know whether it was his birthday or Father's Day or something one year. And it cost a ton of money. Of course, it didn't cost me all that much. I was 7 or 8 years old probably, but it cost my mother a ton of money. But absolutely beautiful train, and it breaks my heart when I think about it, because I would love to have those cars. Not that I have any room any place to run it. Yes, Liz, Alzheimer's is tough. It's but it is what it is, unfortunately. You live too long, and that's one of the risks. You could always die earlier, but that's not a better option for sure. So anyhow, I've just had this, and it sits on a shelf or wherever I decide to move it to, and it's just not appropriate. It's too nice of a Loco. It has too much sentimental value to me, and there's a history there. So I wanted a diorama to display it. Excuse me. So most of you have heard me talk about growing up in Sweetland, which is southeastern Pennsylvania. It's a very, very small, tiny suburb, western suburb of Philadelphia, about 14, 15 miles away from Philly. Yep, definitely homage to Dad, Bob, certainly. All right, Dave. Maybe I'll if I don't get to hook up with Craig, maybe I'll run over to you one day. You're not all that far away from me. Yep, absolutely, Nathan. That's the thing. I wanted a nice display diorama, something that really does the locomotive justice. Because, like I said, it sits on the shelf, and most of the time, I don't even look at it on the shelf, and very few people even ever notice it unless I point it out. But if I had a decent diorama, of course, that would draw attention to it. So most of you have probably heard of me talking about Sweetland. I grew up in one of the towns I grew up in. That's where the acid pit was, for those of you who remember the acid pit story. And Sweetland, like I said, it's just a very small little village, really, that borders Bridgeport. And right between Sweetland and Bridgeport, Pennsylvania ran the Trenton Cutoff. I don't know when they put that in there. It was early 1900s sometime. But the idea was, let's see. Oh, the Duchess of Hamilton. Sure, absolutely. That's a cool train, Nathan. The reason that the Pennsylvania Railroad put in the Trenton Cutoff, Steve, I don't know if I'm going to worry about trying to get power to it to light the lights or anything. Only because I'm probably going to be setting this diorama on my dining room table, and I really don't want the cord running off the edge. Somebody's going to end up tripping over it and pulling it down onto themselves, and I'm just gonna live with it the way it is, at least for now. So Pennsylvania Railroad put the Trenton Cutoff in. All right, cuz, it was really great to see you, man. Have a great night, and we'll see you around. Before the Trenton Cutoff, any traffic that was running between Harrisburg and New York had to go through Philadelphia, which was far less than ideal. Besides being many, many more miles, Philly was very heavy rail traffic, so there were delays. There were I really didn't think of that, Steve. I could consider using a battery. That's a decent thought, man. It really is. I will definitely consider that. Thank you. But there were also in Philadelphia, there were severe speed restrictions. So the Trenton Cutoff runs from just east of Harrisburg to just south of New York City to Trenton. And I mean, we all learned in before then the trains went from Harrisburg to Philly and up to New York. Well, you learned in early in school that the hypotenuse, the straight line, is definitely the shorter distance, and that's basically what the Trenton Cutoff is. So it cut a lot of miles off of the trip, avoided all the heavy traffic in Philadelphia. It had fewer places where speed restrictions were necessary, and like I said, cut off lots of miles. Oh wow, there's a real GG1 in Harrisburg, Nathan said, but it's got a tarp over it. That's a shame. So anyhow, that's why they put this in here. And up until very early 40s, like 41 or 42, it was electrified. And my father remembers seeing the GG1s on the Trenton Cutoff, and that's where he fell in love with them. Now, by the time I was born, they de-electrified it. Actually, Bob, that's an interesting idea. A switch on the outside of the diorama with a timer. You guys are going to make this a much more complicated project, aren't you? That's all right. That's what you guys are for, right? So anyhow, I never saw, GG1s were basically a thing of the past by the time I was born. And this line was no longer electrified, so, of course it wouldn't be, they wouldn't have been able to run on it anyhow. Isn't there an old GG1? Yeah, someplace there is, Dwight. I'm not really sure where that is. Pappy from Trigoggling probably knows. He's probably found it. But yes, I've heard of that. But like I said, I don't know where it is, and I doubt if it's in decent shape. So along the Trenton Cutoff, not far from my house. Let me pull up this. I didn't set that up. Damn it. Hang on one second, folks. Let me just. All right, sorry, folks. I lost audio there. I didn't go anywhere. I was setting up the slideshow here, and I forgot that I didn't have a microphone on that scene. So we're back. Sorry about that. Yes, Ray. Thank you. We're back now. No, the stream didn't die, Randall. I did. Okay. So anyhow, one of the suggestions Bob made was to show people where we're talking about. There you go, Dwight. It's Liz's fault. So this is a map of King of Prussia. You can see over here on the right hand side where it's marked Sweetland. Larry Ballman, good to see you, Larry. Glad you could make it, man. There's a green X there in Sweetland. That's where the house that I grew up in was. Towards the center of the screen, the red circle is where this bridge. You're feeling awfully mortal these days. Okay, sorry about that. That's right, Ray. You never push the red button. So the red circle towards the center of the screen is where this bridge that I'm modeling is located. And just for fun, the purplish circle is about the location of the acid pit. So let's see. Here's zoomed in of the same map. Again, the big red circle is where this bridge is. The blue circle down to the lower right of the red one is where that Quonset Hut diner was located. Bob also asked about that today. And unfortunately, the Quonset Hut is gone. I didn't know whether it was or not. In fact, I thought it was still there. But I looked it up on Google Maps, and there's little barn dominium type garage there now. So unfortunately, that's gone. Sorry, Bob. I might have to to model that, 3D model that. Just it'll be from memory, of course, since I don't have any pictures of it. But maybe one of these days, I will. So let's see what else. I think I have another picture here. Okay, so this is the bridge that I'm modeling. The road that it goes over is called Crooked Lane. We're standing. Let me back up a second here. We're standing just to the left of the blue circle on Church Road. So it's a simple overpass. The bridge has been there. The build date on the bridge is 1915, and it's just a 2-lane road. It's one of the major routes in and out of, from King of Prussia to the Sweeland area and everything. Nathan, I lived. It was about a mile and a half from where I grew up. I moved north now, so I'm about probably 40, 45 miles away from it now. But the bridge is still there, and there's still trackage on it. I don't know whether it's used or not, but it's still there, and it looks pretty much the way this is a fairly recent picture. So this is pretty much what the overpass looks like, and I think that all right. Here's just an overhead view of it. So it used to be at one time it was double track. When this picture was taken, it was they'd ripped up one of the tracks and it was down to single track. So that's the. I see a few Quonset Hut models on Thingiverse. I'm sure they are, David. I haven't looked to see if any are prototypical to the Hut Diner, but there certainly could be. So it looks a little scuffed under there. Well, that bridge has been there, and the road that it goes over since at least 1915. So it's well over 100 years old now. Oh, absolutely. You can see I used the measuring feature on Google Earth to get the width of the bridge. Possible homeless camp location could be. Good point. Good point, Nathan. And from that picture, anyhow, those rails look pretty rusty. 1915. It's an old bridge. It's been around a long time. And Gary Shanks is here. Good to see you, Gary. Glad you can make it in. The last time I was on, you saw that I had finally gotten the road to the point. Great place for a troll. Yeah. Unfortunately, now it's a little populated with businesses and such all around it. So the troll would have a tough time finding any peace. Although I guess they're not really looking for peace, are they? So that's the basis for the model, for the diorama. Now, originally I was going to include that Quonset hut, and just because it was such a cool little building, I ate lunch in there many times. But when I originally drew it out, I mean, it looked good, it fit nicely, except I was drawing it from an HO scale mindset. When I actually sat down and started measuring things and putting this into O scale, the diorama without that Quonset hut is 18 inches by 18 inches. And I would have to have gone to, probably close to 30 inches deep to get the road and the Quonset hut in there. So I decided to skip the Quonset hut. I'll just model the bridge and the hillsides, on either side of it, and of course the track, the catenary, the road that goes under it, and all that. So the last time I was on, I did get the road finally to a point that it looks decent. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to get the paints I wanted. Hobby shops around here, there really aren't many. And I've been to, I went to the Allentown train show, and I didn't see any there, but that was probably me. I'm sure they had plenty of Vallejo paints there. I'm doing this. Was that originally Pennsylvania? Yes, absolutely, Kyle. Pennsylvania Railroad. They were the only ones that had GG ones. It was they built them. So yeah, that was the Trenton Cutoff was built by the Pensy. Well, that's cool, Larry. Anytime you get to run trains, that's cool. Lost my train of thought. I don't know where I was. Oh, well. Anyhow. So the diorama would have ended just being too big. So all I'm really doing is the bridge, the road, the hills on either side, the track, of course, and the catenary. And I know what I was going to say. Did I try trains and lanes? No, I haven't been up there in a while, Martin. I know what you're talking about, and I probably will get up there, just haven't had the chance. They're probably about, 15 miles or so north of me. Hey, Leo, Southdown. Yeah, you hate it when your brain derails. Mine does all the time, man. Especially when you're trying to chat with these guys. That's all right. I'll blame it on you guys. But yeah, like I said, trains and lanes is probably about 15 miles away from me. So it's not out of the realm of possibility, but it's just not right up the street either. I did go to the hobby store in Lansdale, Hennings, and they didn't have any. And yeah, that's right, Anthony. Too many birthdays, man. I hate driving 22. That's part of the reason that I haven't been up there. Is it really? Well, yeah. Okay, I can see that, Tom. It being actually closer to you. It's north and east of me. Let's see. Randall had a massive crash on the club layout during free run back on the grain train broke apart. Oh, no, that's a shame, man. So I'm doing this. I'm following, what's his name? Boomer Diorama's method that I saw on one of his videos on his method of doing roads and coloring them. So I'm trying to get the Vallejo Model Air paints, just because I really liked how Boomers came out, so I wanted to try and duplicate it. Hennings, the hobby shop down in Lansdale, which isn't that far from me, they didn't have any, and really just lousy with hobby shops. Other than that, so I'm probably going to end up ordering it, and I'm really not a fan of ordering paints in the winter, but I don't think I'm going to have much of a choice. So I haven't really gotten any further on the road itself. I mean, if I have to, I will, just come up with other colors and and do it that way. But I was hoping to find the Vallejo model there. So you also may remember from the last couple shows that I was having trouble with the bridge deck itself. The date is chiseled into the bridge, and I considered that a really signature part of the bridge, even though it's very small, and I'm willing to bet that most people that have gone under the bridge have never even seen that date. But for the diorama, I wanted it. So what I had done is I had 3D printed, 3D designed, and had Brian from the. I don't like ordering paint in the winter in this part of the country because it ends up sitting in warehouses too long, and it's just cold. And I've gotten paint in the winter before that was fine. I've gotten paint in the winter that was just. It was still usable, but it loses something just from being too cold. So I'd much rather. Okay, Martin's been going to Draud's Derailment in Lebanon. Oh, okay. Never even heard of that, Martin, but Lebanon's actually a good bit further away from me. But it's certainly something to keep in mind. At least the good news is because of how hot it gets. Right, yeah, that's true. Yeah, Nathan, we've had been pretty cold here too. Much colder than average, but it's a good bit of this half of the country that's been pretty cold. Yeah, that's a good point, Bob. But okay, it's 45 minutes for you, Martin. It's been a long time since I've been to Lebanon. Probably a good hour for me. Like I said, not out of the realm of possibilities, but have to find the time to devote half a day to it. Yeah, Nathan, we're about an hour away from each other, Nathan. Maybe a little bit longer, about an hour and 15 minutes. It's not that far, but it's not that in the street either. Heating paint is why God invented reptile heating pads. Okay. Yeah, no, I agree, Bob. Heating paint is a good idea, but like I said, I've gotten some paint in the winter. Now, it was probably cheaper paint, and it even trying to heat it up didn't bring it back. Now, like I said, cheap paint, it probably was. So anyhow, I had designed and 3D printed, or had Brian from the Iron Horse Route 3D print for me. The negative of the number, because I wanted it actually etched into. All right, Martin, 30 minutes. Okay, it's a little bit further from me, and most of that is because of traffic. Frankly, it's not that the distance is all that far. And so I used that as the negative. And I poured, 3 times I tried it. And the number just was not coming out good. The problem was it was mostly, it's 1915 is the year. So the center of the 9 wasn't coming out right, and also the bottom of the 5. So I tried it twice with plaster. That didn't work. So then I picked up this stuff. Perfect Cast from Paint Flows Better When It's Warm. Absolutely, JD. Picked this up from Amazon. It's a plaster, or a plaster type material. Like they claim it's 5 times stronger than plaster. I believe that. It is very strong. It's very fine. It's much finer than plaster. It's like almost talcum powder consistency, and it's nice. It is really quick drying. I like this material. It's quick drying. It's Dwight flows better when he's warm too. Huh? Okay, we'll stay away from that, Dwight. And it dries fast. It sets up solid in about 45 minutes. Dwight used that stuff? Okay. It's the first time I ever used it. I've always just used plaster. I love plaster. And it's a little bit more expensive than plaster, but, you know, not for rocks and stuff, I'd be happy to, I mean, it works fine. So it didn't bother me. All right, Martin lives between Hamburg and Leonardsville. Okay, yeah, you're a little bit west of me, Martin. So let me put you folks on hold for a second, while I get the oh, I'm sorry, I lost track of where I was. So anyhow, the 3 times I tried it that way, it just didn't work. So I redesigned the piece and had Brian reprint it. And this time, instead of having it be the negative, I had it be the positive with the etched in date, which I would. The intent was to just leave it in the model rather than using it to carve out the model, and I'm thrilled with the way this came out. So let me put you folks on hold for just a second, and I will get it and bring it up. Somebody said, "Oh, there's Artie. Artie, good to see you, man. Glad you could make it." I will be right back, folks. Chat amongst yourselves. Okay, that was quick. I'm back. So here is the completed bridge deck. I don't know how well, if at all, you can sort of see the date in there. Yeah, there you go, 1915. So I've left it in there in the casting. It's on both sides, of course, and this is the finished bridge. I haven't. Nah, Rusty, I just had to go find this, man. Like I said, this stuff. Thank you, Liz. I am really happy with the way this came out when it gets colored and on the the wing walls and everything put up. I think it's going to look good. Did I miss the show when this was shared previously? This was not shared previously, Bob. This just came out of the mold today. So that's the other reason why it hasn't gotten painted or anything yet. You can still feel it's rock solid, and I mean it's set up, but it still has to dry for a little while. It's still a little damp. So they do suggest letting it air dry for 24 hours before you go trying to color it or finish it in any way. So this will be the bridge here. And let's see, let me switch this over here. Okay, so here's the base for the diorama. And that's where the bridge itself will be sitting. So it will get, the side walls will be, of course, here. And then the hillsides will run down on either side. I may get a little bit of the crossroad up here. I'm not sure. Yeah, if you use this stuff, Dwight, your mountain is rock hard. This is definitely hard. It feels more solid than plaster. It sounds more solid than plaster. This is only a little bit more than a half-inch thick here. And there's no supports. There's nothing in here other than that plaster alternative. I didn't put any sort. I usually put, especially for something this big, I would usually put some. Is this a pre-stressed concrete bridge? I'm not sure they had pre-stressed concrete bridges in 1915, Artie. I could be very wrong. That's a couple years before I was born, so I could have missed something there. But yeah, I normally, if I were to try and cast something, especially something of this size that's only that thin, I would have put some rebar, just not actual rebar, some wire, some brass rod or something in here to support it. But this doesn't need it. This is, like I said, this is as solid as it can be. So did you? Yes, James, I did. I built the mold. The mold was all built. The Romans had it. Okay, then I guess it was here in 1915. So maybe it is. Maybe it is pre-stressed. I have no idea. So yes, I did build. I built the mold. I built the mold all out of wood. The base of the mold, it was poured with this side here. The bottom of the bridge was the top. So the base of the mold is I use cuts off of laminate. My desktop here is I built this desk and I used laminate on it, and I have some cutoffs. So I always use that for making molds like this. Okay. Per Google, pre-stressed concrete was introduced in 1930, so I guess that answers it. Introduced in the U.S. in 1930. So since this beats that by about 15 years, probably not. And then I had a couple sheets of thin 1/4-inch stock in the center, and then the sides, all made out of. The sides were made out of 1x2s, and it's just all put together with silicone as the glue, because it's sticky enough. It holds really well. If anything does leak out, it stops that. But it's really easy to pull off of the laminate. So I can take the mold apart, put it back together again if I need it. Yes, old school mold making. Now, I have actually made molds out of silicone for rocks and stuff like that. But for something like this, I wanted the solid base. So that's how that was done. As far as getting the numbers in there, I I glued them onto the mold with just a tiny bit of tacky glue. Just enough tacky glue to hold it in place. I use tacky glue because it is water soluble. So when I poured this stuff, this forget what it's called already, this plaster stuff into it, the water from that's in the plaster would loosen the numbers from the mold, and that worked perfectly. When I pulled the sides off of that mold, the numbers stayed in there. So I'm really happy, with the way this turned out. So let's see. Let me come back here. So that's really about all I had tonight. Couple of things I do want to mention. January, February, March, and April's STS schedule is going to be a little convoluted. Next week, Ray will be hosting STS. It's Ray's birthday, so he wanted to host it for his birthday. And February, March, and April, I will not be here. Unfortunately, that's tax season, and although I'm not meeting with clients or anything at 8 o'clock on a Sunday night, I will have no time to get anything prepared, and I will probably be just by a minute, James, and I'll probably be too tired to sit here and talk to you folks for an hour. So this is tax season. Yep, this is something that happens every year, and thankfully the STS guys are really helpful with this. They're quick to jump in and cover for me, and I appreciate it, guys. So I won't be here. I won't be back until May. So hopefully I'll have made some progress on this by then. Let's see. What else did I want to say? Don't remind me about. I try not to. Well, Bob, unfortunately, it's my job to remind people. So sorry about that. James, I know, David. I appreciate it, and Ray. That would be fine with me, James. Talk to Ray and those guys. I haven't. Yeah. Wait, boo tax season. Yeah, you're right, man. Artie, I appreciate you coming in, man. So yeah, I mean that would be fine with me. I'm not going to be able to do it. So hopefully it's your job to it's my job to reduce tax burden, but I have to remind people first so that they come in so that I can reduce the tax burden. So it's kind of a double-edged sword there, Bob. I've got to bite you in the butt to get you in here, but then I can help you out. James, like I said, that's certainly fine with me. But it's never been a problem. We've been doing this almost 6 years now. September 6th of this year will be our 6th anniversary. Yeah, Dwight, I wasn't trying to put the building together. September 6th of this year, it'll be 6 years for Sidetrack Sunday, and we're all very proud of the fact that we have never missed a week in those 6 years. Even when somebody had a last minute problem, there was always somebody willing to jump in and cover it. And also, I just want to plant this thought. Keep June 21st in mind. June 21st, will be, assuming we make. Yeah, I can't believe it's going to be 6 years either, right? It definitely doesn't seem that long. But June 21st, assuming we don't miss a week between now and then, will be our 300th show. That's something else that we're all pretty proud of. And I don't know exactly what we're going to do, but we're probably going to have something special planned. So keep that in mind. Not sure whose channel it'll be on, third week, fourth week, whatever, probably Ray's or somebody's. But we hope to be doing something special for that. That's all I'm going to say right now. So, yeah, 300 shows. Wow. It's hard to believe, man. It's hard to believe. We won't be missing a week, right, Bob? Anthony Dodge, he's another one. He hasn't missed a Friday show in 5.5 years. That's really cool, Anthony. And I mean, it's even cooler, really, for you because you do every one of those. At least with us, we only have to do once a month. Ron Monte, good to see you, man. I'm just about to shut this thing down, but glad you could stop in. June 21st, Ray. June 21st will be our 300th show. So yeah, like I said, Anthony's been doing this, and he does it every week for 5.5 years. So I guess he's hit his 300th show, or will very soon. And at least with us, we only have to do it once a month, and me, I only have to do it 9 times a year because I take off for tax season. But yeah, in any event, it's a pretty cool thing. June 21st is Father's Day. Yes, we have lost track with Monday nights. Okay, well, I keep track of things like that for a living, James. So it was kind of easy for me. Yes, Anthony is the Iron Man of live streams. Absolutely. Shame that you're on 3:00 on Friday afternoons, Anthony, because I very rarely get the time to stop in. But let's see. Bob is predicting a group effort for show number 300. Saturday is the 31st. Okay. All right. So anyhow, like I said, keep those dates in mind. I appreciate it. And I will not be back on hosting for a few months. So I will. Nathan's been doing YouTube for 10 years. Wow. Well, not yet. A couple weeks, I will be 7 years on YouTube. Maybe we will switch since I run the dock. Well, it could be Bob. Not Bob Ray. That's Nathan. Nathan, I appreciate your friendship too, man. Really, I do. One of these days, we got to get together. I know we've tried several times, but my schedule is always kind of a mess. But thanks anyway, everyone. Don't forget. Thank you, Bob. Don't forget, next week is Ray. You got to stop in and give him a hard time for his birthday. Have a good vacay. Thanks, Adam. I wish it was, man. Actually, this is my vacay. So yeah, don't forget. See, Ray's been on YouTube for 11 years, man. Thank you, Chuck. I appreciate you. Appreciate you being here. JD's been in April 5th will be 14 years. Wow. I guess you're the old man of YouTube here, JD. All right. Like I said, you got to stop in and give. Tom Grassi on September 2nd of this year will be his 100th show. That's cool. So don't forget, you got to stop in and give Ray a hard time next week and wish him happy birthday. And Although I won't be hosting, I will definitely be in chat. So everyone take care and enjoy the rest of your evening.